All right, it is Tuesday, July 1st, 11:44 p.m. Pacific time. So today is the first trading day of the new month. Actually, in Asian session, it's already July 2nd. So let me just recap what ended up happening on dollar Swiss franc this last 24 hours. So I had one position open and then added another position in yesterday's Asian session time. But I exited both positions just as the London Open happened, and I'll explain why I did that. So I was looking at the 1 hour chart. The Kijun Sen was flat, so my first exit was here around 1900, and then the 4 hour chart, it was also going flat, flattening out here. So because both of the mid time frame charts, they were flattening out, and then the daily time frame looked a bit oversold. I was looking at these bearish candles. They were not really huge in size compared to the sell-off in April. So I decided to exit one position, which I took a small loss, and then by the London Open, I exited all my trades and I was flat. So another reason why is looking at the weekly time frame, this descending trend line. Even though volatility is expanding and the direction is going down, we're actually approaching the support for this descending trend line here. So there may be a reason to believe that it could get supported or even bounce back sharply this week. And combined with what I saw on the 15-minute chart, I saw this candle here just as London opened. Even though this candle closed as a bearish candle, when I saw it open, I saw it as a full-bodied candle here. I didn't wait for it to close, but I was having a mind to take profits anyway, so I decided not to wait to see more in the London session and closed it precisely at 12:02 a.m. So this is kind of a asymptotic gradual price action here. I wanted to defend against it potentially spiking back up in the London session. But I watched for maybe another 5 minutes before I went to bed, and it actually started going back down right immediately. I was thinking whether to chase this trend, but I wanted to stay committed. I didn't really feel like trading as it was my bedtime, so I just chose to ignore this chart. But yeah, had I stayed in the trade or kept one leg of the position open, I would have seen in New York session it went down, but then it retraced back up. Next morning I woke up around 7 o'clock, so I saw the price action right here. But now it looks like it's flattening out. We had the London New York overlap session. It kind of retraced back to 0.79, but it sold off a little bit, and now it is coming back as we're preparing for London session open. So in terms of the mid time frames, 4 hour Kijun Sen is still down, but we're not being pushed down by the Tenkan Sen anymore. And also 1 hour, the price is now reversing back to the Kumo. So yeah, I think this was an acceptable exit for me, just to take some profits. I ended up with a 2-to-1 return on trade number 5 from June. So overall, it was a nice trade. It made up for some losses in this past month. So I ended June being down 2.62%. I had some big losers because I took kind of a large bet on gold, I think, at the beginning of the month. That wasn't an incorrect trade, but I just ended up risking more, and I happened to lose more on that trade. Yeah, so today in the Asian session, I'm watching another setup. Given that Swiss franc may bounce back just looking at dollar Swiss franc, I checked to see if Swiss franc was strong against any other currencies. So Swiss franc JPY, this one is actually making new highs now. So last month it was kind of a breakout candle. We exceeded 180. And this week it's being tested, so we're still continuing the breakout, it seems. On the daily, I was looking at these candles with wicks here, so the sellers could have had potentially, last week of June to sell aggressively if they wanted to take profits or take a bearish view. But yeah, this is now expanding into a larger Kumo cloud, and the price is above the Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen lines. So I'm watching this setup to see if this channel kind of staircase up pattern will continue. So since Monday, it came back and kind of has been supported by the Tenkan-sen. So as of New York session close, we're starting a smaller kind of trend on the 1 hour chart. So this broke out above 181.46. So I'm tracking this smaller break upwards, and if that happens, that will turn into a larger breakout on the 4 hour and daily chart. So let's see what happened in today's Asian session. So today's Asian session, it opened up higher. I actually entered one position about right here at 1712. I entered on this 5-minute pullback here, and then it continued, and then I entered a second position on the continued breakout. But for the rest of the Asian session, it's kind of retraced back to this level here, around 181. So right now I am in this trade. I'm in for 1% risk. There's still a potential to break out if London opens and Swiss franc is bullish. That could still end up happening. Let's check some of the other Swiss franc pairs. So CAD Swiss franc is kind of mirroring dollar Swiss franc. We can check some of the other European currencies here. So pound is weak against the Swiss franc. Euro has been trading flat against the Swiss franc. So mainly it's the yen that could have a pronounced move if Swiss franc is bullish. Yeah, we can check gold as well. So gold Swiss franc has, I think, sold off the most out of all the other gold currencies. We can compare dollar gold. This is almost exactly in the midpoint ever since April. And yeah, so this is more of a retracement. So gold is weaker against the Swiss franc than it is against the dollar. So that's good to see. Yeah, but I don't think there's any news in today's London session. So the technicals could come into play more. Tomorrow is Wednesday, not a lot of news. And then Thursday, we're going to have a non-farm payrolls report in the US, and also an ISM services report. Okay, but so far Swiss franc yen looks promising. I maybe entered a little bit earlier, but there is about 5 minutes left in this 1 hour candle, and it looks like it's going to close above the 1 hour Tenkan-sen. And then this 4 hour candle could potentially go up more if 1 hour breaks out. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully it could be a back-to-back win against the previous trade here.